Hey everybody, this is Mr. Crafty. Today I'm doing a debunk slash review of a person I know of. He's a kind of like a friend, right? I know his name's IGNEEL. He just started his YouTube channel. He did a video talking about what's it called? Infinity Merlin meta. I believe it's talking about Merlin, how you can get it to like uni through high universal, and I've done my share and Meliodas and semi-consistent scaling. So let's take a look at it. And yeah, don't forget to sub to his channel. He just started, only has like 8 subscribers. You can easily just if 10 of you sub to his channel, it'll probably help him. And yeah,
Hey there
let's see his
guys,
video.
IGNEEL here. So today I'm gonna explain how Infinity Merlin works, like how the meta works. So her whole get up, her whole
So here's my one thing. I don't know if he made this meta or is this just like a meta someone else made. But it'd be cool if he could tell me afterwards if he made this meta or
spell,
not.
her infinity, uh, she can make things last forever. So any 3D object,
Yeah.
any 3D object and below. So she can keep.
So I don't know why you mentioned objects. It's any spell. She can make a spell last forever. I don't know why you mentioned 3D. It's never gave that sort of qualification. Just says it can make a spell. Even in the panel you're showing, no matter how powerful a spell, all the you need is invoke it once. She can keep those things lasting forever. The spell lasts forever because it's her ability. But I don't know why you mentioned 3D
Flames
objects and
burning
implied that. But
and
whatever.
keep ice frozen regardless whether
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's referring. I don't know if he's trying to say it as the base element, but it's referring to the spell, like keep a fire spell or like a ice spell
it's
going forever.
underneath water or if the sun blows up, it's still gonna keep on going, which requires infinite amount of energy. Nothing
That's true, but it's referred to as it's her ability. Her ability in the enchant infinity, she can make it last forever. That's a hack.
can
Everyone knows
last
that's a hack.
forever without infinite amounts of energy. So
True.
that being said and done, her enchanting an infinite amount of energy into her attacks or into anything is high universal, which
Nah, that's where I have to disagree with you. One, that wouldn't be high universal, that'd be universal plus, because an infinite amount of anything in a three-dimensional space would be universal plus as making it 4D, not high universal. And also, it's not like she's not enchanting. This ain't her raw strength. This is a hack she uses. Infinity allows her to enchant any spell, make it last forever. That's just something she can do. It's even referred to be as cheating by everyone. So it's even referred to as a hack in their own verse. So it's not her own power. And
if
yeah,
you go by
let's
the
continue.
versus battle wiki rules on the tiering system, being high universal is when characters who demonstrate an infinite amount of energy on a 3D scale. That's just the just.
Right, but I'm pretty sure that'd be universal plus anyway. But I'm pretty sure. But hey,
That's
whatever. Maybe I'm wrong. Hey.
if anyone can do that in said verse, then they're high universal regardless. So she some people also argue that, oh no, it's just the spell to let her spells last forever, but that's still a high uni feat because
No, no, it's not, cause it's you literally just describe the ability. That's literally if you can go look up the ability, right? You literally can see that's literally what the ability is. It makes something last forever. A spell, only spells though. It only makes spells last forever, and that doesn't equate to her AP at all. And besides, it's not like she's invoking an infinite amount of energy into said spell. She is making said spell last forever. She's not getting a town level attack and put infinite energy in it. No, she's just that could make it universal plus. She's making a spell or existing a town level, for an example, just make it last forever. It's continuous. You know what I
of
mean?
the infinite amount of energy that spell would need. It's not so that the spell can spam.
Also, there's no like proof showing that she's like enchanting it with infinite amount of energy. It just says she's making it last forever, which further backs to the fact that she's not enchanting a spell like a town level spell with a infinite amount of energy. She's just making said spell last infinitely.
Infinitely. Well, it depends on what she's enchanting and how the spell operates. Well, the spell that she's enchanting with infinity operates. If it's like the Cusack versus, I mean, if it's like Merlin versus Cusack and Chandler, when she uh, when she used some type of spell that like lowers their resistance, and then every time they try, well,
Mm-hmm.
every time they move, they get hit with like a weak like lightning attack or a wind attack.
Yeah, it's because I don't think it's like every time they moved. It was just like every time the spell kind of like stopped, it reset it and made it last forever. You know what I mean? So it didn't like it was just made the spell last forever. They would be continuously zapped by lightning because the
That's
spell
just
would
for her
last forever.
to. That's just how the spell works. It's just so that it just spams
Yes, to
endlessly
make something last forever, not
whenever they
invoke
try to
infinite
move.
amount of energy to a
But if it's
finite level
like
attack.
a spell like Exterminate Ray, that's a high universal attack because
See, like I'm just gonna say it one more time. It's not, invoking the spell with a infinite amount of energy to make it universal plus. No, what it's doing is getting a spell, right? Let's just say town level. I'm not saying they're actually town level. I'm just using that for an example, and prolonging said spell infinitely. It's not giving it an infinite amount of energies, nor is it implied. It's always implied to make it just last forever. That's what
it
makes it
has
so
infinite
deadly.
amounts of energy into it. So
Like it's not
that's
implied to be enchanted
how
with like
high
even more power
universal Merlin
anyway. So
is. Well, that's how high universal Merlin works. So anyone who scales to high universal Merlin or above, well, to Merlin or above, they're high universal. Uh, you can't, you, yeah, infinite AP can't be stacked. So even if
yeah, I think it can.
Meliodas
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it can
in
be.
like after purgatory, he got like hundreds or thousands or tens, whichever number you want, times stronger, he'll still be high uni.
Where'd you get
Uh,
that number from? I'm just
so
curious.
yeah, even if he would be able to, let's say, if he had the DC, the destructive capacity to destroy an infinite amount of space, uh, sorry, destroying an infinite
No,
amount
don't be
of
silly.
universes, space only, is still the same as just destroying one infinite universe, an infinite size universe. It's just high uni. So yeah,
That'd be 4D. That'd be
that's it
universal
for this
plus.
video. It's pretty short, pretty simple. It's not much to say. It's whether if you want to use this meta, you can. It's not you can't really debunk the feat since it's just flat out
I
showing
think I
stated.
just did.
It's just how it works. So yeah, enjoy your day. I'll catch you guys on the next video. And yeah.
Oh god. Okay, so let's go over my thoughts on this. Okay, one, it's never been implied nor showed that the infirm ability Infinity can enchant said spell like a town level attack with an infinite amount of energy. It's only been shown and stated it could last forever. Even if you like just Google search this spell, it would say the exact same thing. There's no evidence to prove that even it gets stronger unless if she puts more strength into said spell. That's what makes it so dangerous and even said to be a cheat and unfair in her own verse. So it is even referred to as a hack in her own verse. So it doesn't even scale to her AP in the first place. And every time she did use said ability against someone, they were usually destroyed. So it really doesn't matter. So this it's really easily debunked. It's just never been shown or implied or stated that it enhances said ability with like an infinite amount of energy. It's just prolonging said ability infinitely, which is what makes it overpowered but not universal. Plus, it would be universal plus not high universal, and yeah, it's really like I said, it's really easily debunked, and I just did it. And you can just Google search her ability, and it'll literally tell you what it does. Remember, author's intent usually goes above whatever it's been shown or stated, because unless it's been like contradicted by, and this has not been contradicted by. Just look up the spell; it was stated and shown. The author literally says what the ability does, so you should go and take the author's word. Sorry, so you go take the author's word, and has not been contradicted otherwise. It's never said to invoke said spell with an infinite amount of energy. It just infinitely expands the spells, so it never ends. So it's not giving the spell infinite energy, it's just expanding it, as well as it doesn't even scale to her, but it's even referred to as a hack in her own verse. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Pretty easily debunked. I wouldn't use this meta. I maybe if you ever want to use it if you're ever like down bad losing debate, use it as like a wanked highball, but that's more of a troll. I would say use it as more of a troll. And yeah, now I'm off topic of like what I think about the scale. I feel like you should probably write a script. I don't think you wrote a script for your video. Probably better to write a script. You can't really smooth talk your way out of stuff. Like I do write my scripts. So for some videos I write more detailed because some videos need more detailed scripts, and some I don't need to write too much detail. I just kind of need to write down my thoughts and scaling, as then like I can kind of get most stuff off the top of my head. But it's also like, if I do ever like a character analysis video, like I did do in my Boros versus Goro video, towards the end we did a character analysis, I did have to write that stuff down. And the thumbnail, you need a thumbnail. Like I know you say like you don't know how, but even back in my earlier days before I started making thumbnails, I even pulled pictures off the internet and just put my own text on them. I know you can do that. And yeah, no, besides that, you have a good voice, very calm, soothing voice, and like you do have really good potential to be a scaler. I just don't, that meta is pretty easily debunked, in my opinion. But yeah, not discouraging. Everyone who's watching this, please, I'll be linking his channel and this video in the description. So, go sub up, he needs it, and maybe you guys agree with it. Maybe you guys like his scaling. Maybe you guys can go check out, something, but I just don't personally agree with it. And like I said, I could easily debunk it, like right there. But besides that, you have a very nice soothing voice, and you have really good potential to be a good scaler. And like, hey, you're probably better than me already. I don't know. Like, I'm not that good in my opinion. I'm not that good of a scaler. If I was, probably have a lot more subscribers. Which, by the way, thank you guys. I'm almost at 200 subs. We're so close. We're like 8 subscribers away. So don't forget to like, and subscribe, comment, and yeah, tell me if you guys want to see even videos from me. I am gonna be doing 2 videos you guys have recommended to me, so that's coming soon. Just want to get this out of the way. This was more of like a joke video between friends, but I do hope you do take this to heart. Anyway, so that's all. Don't forget to sub from his channel, and Mr. Crafty